John, starting with Kevin in those early innings there before corrected late on, was that similar to what you saw from him in the earlier Twins games this season, or what did you see him dealing with there?
I mean, a little bit. They made him work. I think it was two fastballs that he kind of just, yanked a little bit to Lewis. And other than that, they grinded him pretty hard, whether it was walks or laying off some really good pitches. I thought his last inning obviously was his best. But, yeah, I mean, I think you look at it, it was kind of similar with the way they made him work. And the two mistakes hurt him.
And then just a bit more broadly on how your lineup faced Lopez there. What was he doing well, and what was the adjustment that might have made that better for your lineup?
Yeah, I mean, he's good for one, and I think he was throwing a few more breaking balls to lefties than we kind of anticipated. First time through, second time through even, but, we hit some balls hard. Chappie hits the ball, farther than Lewis, and it's caught. It happens. He threw the ball well, and I thought that we adjusted pretty well along with him. But you give him credit, but we hit some balls really hard that didn't find any holes.
Hey John, just on Gausman and the Twins laying off splitters specifically, did you see anything with that? Do you have any thoughts on maybe how they were able to lay off some of those pitches?
Yeah, they weren't really carrying the zone as well as they did later. That was the biggest thing, and I think that you kind of couple that with a couple missed locations with fastballs, and I mean one guy had all their RBIs, so yeah, they made him work, but I think it got better as he went on. So just kind of one of those things with Kev's arsenal.
And just more broadly, you guys have been in this position before last year and then even this year kind of having to have a bunch of must-wins to end the season. Do you guys draw on that experience right now?
Yeah, it seems like it's been fitting for a while. I thought overall the game, we played a good game and didn't get the breaks that we needed to. In these type of games, damage is a big part of it, and a couple homers got you. But, I think that this group is, overall, you look at the body of work and how many times that we have been in this situation, it seems like a lot. And I know they're going to come out ready tomorrow.
You mentioned the Chapman drive that got picked off the wall. Is that almost the story of his season? You look at the contact numbers and you look at how hard he's hit the ball, how well he's hit the ball, and really hasn't had enough to show for it?
Probably, yeah. I mean, he's been pretty consistent with how hard he's been hitting it. That's just kind of, another example of it. The other one with the ball up the middle that almost gets caught that he scorches too. But going forward into tomorrow, hopefully he just stays right there. It's tough when they don't go your way, and today it didn't. But you got to stick with what you're doing, and not chase results. I think more times than not, balls you hit like that are going to be in there for extra bases.
And the 5 innings you got out of the bullpen, it looks like that's the way you would want that thing to run when you're trying to protect the lead, which they weren't today. But what did you see out of them, and the fact that nobody but Hicks threw as many as 15 pitches? How well does that set you up for tomorrow?
Yeah, I thought they were great today. All of them, kind of did their part and made really, really good pitches. It's been them the whole year, really. They've been really, really good the entire year. I think going into tomorrow, it sets us up very well. Everyone will be available. Jordan will be available too, as well as some other guys that usually don't sit down there. But, it's all hands on deck tomorrow.
John, the play with Bo rounding third base, he's obviously trying to make something happen there. It looked like he ran through a stop sign, though. Were you okay with that aggressiveness, or would you like to have that one back, or how do you view it?
Yeah, I haven't really looked at it yet. I mean, it was a hell of a play by Correa. He was standing over kind of at, shortstop, and he ended up getting the ball. I mean, it's playoffs. Guys are trying to make play. I haven't looked at it closely, but, I think Correa made a hell of a play.
I was going to ask about the same play, but you mentioned guys who in the bullpen aren't usually there. Bassett presumably would be among that group?
Everyone will be available tomorrow, except Kevin.
And we saw today even you were managing, it seemed, with a sense of urgency, getting guys up early in the game. Are there any ways that might amplify tomorrow where it really is a do-or-die game?
I mean, you want to try to just get the best matchups that you can, and you have to understand that we have a very talented pitching group, no matter who it is. So, you got to win tomorrow to get to the next day, and then keep on doing that. So, you don't want to say like an over sense of urgency, but these guys all know that it's going to take everybody to get to Game 3.